What's up guys, it's Omega here, and we are back with some more Mass Effect. Last time we were told to go find some evidence against Sereng to get his Spectre status revoked. But before doing that, there's quite a bit of side quests that I'm gonna do, because it's a really good idea, mainly because of the experience, and you also get some money out of it also.
That guy's up to something.
Yeah, let's check it out.
What guy?
Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Yeah.
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no
Yeah,
interest in the
right.
keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
Alright. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
Yeah, sounds like a good cause.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
And so there are basically 21 keepers scattered around the citadel, so yeah, it's pretty simple. You just scan them and get a little bit of experience. There is one pretty well hidden around here. Yeah, see? Yeah, that one was pretty hard for me to figure out the first time I played the game. I think there is one over here.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Yep. You may want to keep that guy in mind for later.
I just want to ask a couple of questions. And yeah, there's the last one of the Citadel Tower. Hey, level up, cool. So let's get out of here.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure.
So let's go back to the embassy. There's a couple keepers there. Yeah, there's a few here. Yeah, it's always a good idea to examine stuff. You almost always get experience from it. There's nothing there. This one is also pretty well hidden. She doesn't really say anything. Yeah. there's a couple here, and sure, why not? Let's go talk to Anderson, since I didn't have time at the end of last episode.
Yes, Commander. Is there something you need?
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Okay.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Yeah.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes.
Yep.
But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years.
Oh.
They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
But I guess it's not completely out of the window.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
Okay.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. and the shadow broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Okay.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up.
What?
But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
But apparently he still gets the job done.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. It was interesting. Oh, and there is sometimes a glitch with this keeper, so in that sometimes when you come here the keeper is invisible. Oh. It's kind of weird. But just save and reload the file and it should appear again. I think that is all here for now. I think I'll go pay the Asari consort a visit. She's over this way. And there's also a few keepers here. Was there something? No.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
I'll go talk to those guys next time.
You're creating.
Yeah, there's a keeper. Yeah, and that goes towards. And there is also another keeper.
Look at that.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
And what is a mass relay doing in a place like this? We'll find it out later. Is there anything else? What?
Please do not disturb the
Oh.
keepers.
Nothing. That was pointless. I guess that'll be all for this episode, so peace out.